Good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry I'm late. This is Debbie with, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I, I took a phone call. Sorry, my light is not on. I'm a little discombobulated. Glad I have an easy card tonight. But sorry, I think it's a little too bright. Let me turn this one off. No, I gotta have that on. Sorry. Trying to get everything situated, and so sorry. I took a phone call. I am assisting someone with their weight loss goals, and so I was helping her. She needed some assistance, and I didn't realize what time it was, so I apologize. So this evening, what I'm going to do is, I know it's fall, and I've done this. I've used this set before, but it's still fall, and I just love fall. And so I wanted to do another card with this collection, but I didn't use the collection with any stamps except for one. And I decided to use it for a thank you instead of actually using the stamp set, but I wanted to use the paper because I think the paper is just beautiful. So I kind of am using the paper to let it say it's use the paper. And so what I did was I kind of perused and I'm casing the card from a lady named Donna Ross, and I think she has a live or a something. So I'm kind of casing her idea in using what she did. So good evening, Mom. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to use her idea, and I changed it just slight little bit, but I did use most of her idea on this. And so I really like the paper, so I'm going to use the paper idea for what she did. And I just, because fall is just so pretty, and I still just didn't want to get rid of fall quite yet. I was going to use some really pretty flower paper, but I was looking today and I'm like, I'm just not ready to get rid of my fall stuff yet. So this is what we're going to do today. And we're going to use this fall really pretty, way up here. It's really pretty fall paper. So instead of just doing pumpkin paper, we're going to use this really pretty, still this gourd kind of paper. And so I decided just to let the paper take it and use that paper, but I decided to dress it up just a little bit. I'm going to use it as a thank you card. And then I just kind of layered the paper and made it kind of some pretty layers, and then just put a really plain piece on the inside. So I used a really pretty green paper to pull the green out of here. You could use the yellow color if you wanted. You could use the Cajun Craze. I almost used Cajun Craze, but because I used that the last time, I decided not to do that. So I decided to use Mossy Meadow is what I used. So super simple card. So since I'm late, it'll be super easy for us to get making it. So it'll work perfect since I'm late. So everything all cut out, everything's all done. So we're going to actually just put the card together. That's basically all we're going to do. So what I did was I used Mossy Meadow standard card. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just like our normal paper is. So we're going to hold that. And let's switch you over. So hopefully in there. And then our first layer is going to be our white piece, and that is our pretty standard again. And that's our 5 1/4 by 4. And then our second layer is I used again our Mossy Meadow. And then I wanted to give it a little bit of funness. And so funness is not a word I know. But some texture. How about that? That's a better word. Some texture. Hi, Heather. Thank you for joining. So I used our Quarterfoil Tile Embossing folder, and I embossed this Mossy Meadow with that, which you probably can't tell. Oh, there we go. If I tilt it just a little bit, you can kind of see that just a little bit. So that's going to go on this, so we can actually just put that on. So we're actually going to just assemble this card is pretty much what we're going to do. It's going to just be assembled. So I've got everything all cut out and everything all done. So that's going to go on our white piece. And then I cut out a black piece, which is our third layer. And that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. That's going to go on top of there. But before that, I went and I cut out a piece of this, our harvest paper. And that is 4 by 3. So it can go this way. Or it can lay down and it can go this way. There you go this way. But I'm going to lay it on here like this. I'm going to put that on there. And the other side of that is like this. So you could use either side of the paper if you want to. But the paper is so pretty, and I still just didn't want to get rid of fall yet. I still wanted one more time, maybe a fall, before I actually switched to Christmas, because then in Christmas we could do some Christmas stuff. So I just really wasn't quite ready to get rid of fall yet. But I thought this was really pretty to be in here. So again, I layered this. And this can actually, this one can then be layered on top of here. And this one, I think I'm going to go the other way. I think I'm going to, this one, the way this one lays, I think I'm going to lay it, not, I'm going to lay it vertical. I can get it on the card. So we're going to lay this on here. And so I think I'm going to actually turn it this way, and then I'm going to actually put it on the card this way. Yeah, I like it better this way. They're kind of go on this way. On the other card, I kind of laid it this way, which is okay too, but I think this one I like it this way. So we're going to assemble this on here. And I think all these layers just made it, also just made this paper just pop. Just made it stand out. And then on the inside, we need a piece. So that inside piece is standard 5 1/4 by 4. And you could always stamp something on there, or you could always put a piece of the leftover of the DSP on there. Okay. Now I got the, I really like our Stylish Shapes dies. I really like them. That creates this here. And then since I want to do a thank you, I really, really like our Go-To Greetings. Our Go-To Greetings stamp set is just got all, it also has a hello and just a note, a thank you, just, and it has all different kinds of thank yous. It has happy birthday, and then has big big ones of those as well, thinking of you and happy birthday. And so I just picked out one that I knew would fit on there, and I decided to take the Cajun craze and stamp it with the Cajun craze, just to give it a different look to it instead of stamping it with the green. So I'm going to stamp on here the thank you. Got a halo, so I don't want the halo on there. Get rid of that halo. If that'll work. Alrighty, let's see if I can. All right, perfect. And I popped it up before, so let's use my dimensionals. The dimensionals on there. I put 3 so it doesn't sag. It's probably overkill, but and let's see, where do I want to put this? I think I'll put this down here. And then the green ribbon comes in a set, so it actually comes out of the set of the Old Olive and Sahara Sand Twill ribbon pack, and that is with the animals. I can't remember what the pack is. It's actually part of a set, but it matches, and so that's the ribbon I decided I wanted to use to make a bow. So that's what we're making a bow with. So bow I'm going to make. That's the green I wanted. Maybe. Today I'm having a problem making this bow. I don't usually. I made the first bow just fine. What's going on? There we go. Okay. Let's trim that. These are sticky. I'm going to have to get them. Glue dot. There we go. That's on there. And then I used, whoops, there they go. I just love these brushed metallic adhesive dots. I just think they're so amazing. And they do have some that are sort of a greenish color. So that's the ones that I used. And I kind of used these littler ones. There. There. go. And there we go. That's our card tonight. That was a simple card because I had most of it all done, but I thought that this paper is so pretty. And this paper in this pack, you could use any one of the papers. I mean, this is the paper that it is, but it is so pretty. And you could use the pumpkin paper too. I mean, this pumpkin paper in here also is beautiful. I mean, and then you could use the Cajun craze as your background and then do the black. That would be really pretty as well. But I mean, this paper also is very pretty. This is another paper. Hi, Bev. Yes, it is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, all these papers in here are just there. I couldn't quit. Hi, Sarah. You were late from work. I know I was late coming on, so, but I couldn't stop fall yet because I love fall so much. So I was like, I have to do one more fall card before we move on to going to Christmas. So I was like, okay, let's do one more fall card before we do that. So I was like, okay. So and the paper is so pretty, so I thought I would just let the paper kind of say its thing, and then you can pick any saying, of course, and make a different saying to it. So and I was like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, and then I did one this way, so because this kind of does lay down too. So, but this one was kind of upright a little bit more. So, but anyways, so there's your card. Super simple, super easy. Quick and easy. You can make a couple of them at a time and, you know, go on and then off you go. So, but anyways, I'm so glad everybody joined me, even although you came in late. I was late. Everyone was late. Everyone was just late tonight, even myself, even the demonstrators. So we were all good. I'm so glad everybody loved the card. So I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. So everyone, I'm super glad. Anyway, so hopefully everyone will have a great rest of their week, and we will be going to Utah, to Moab. We will be jeeping, and I saw that there was snow on the ground. My husband assures me it will be gone by the weekend, but it still will be very freezing cold. So I'm like, oh yay, but it will be fun. We'll be having a good time, but we'll be back by next Monday, so I'll have another live. But anyways, everyone enjoy their week, and we will see you next Monday. Have a great week. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.